Half of our lifestyle consists of traveling from campsite A to campsite B. Some days it's short and uneventful, other times it's long, windy, and exhausting. We wanted to share a glimpse of what the latter looks like while providing some tips we've gathered along the way. We hope you enjoy a realistic travel day as we drive across Wyoming, and welcome to Living Large Camping.
With your hand on your heart, please tell me which way to go.
We just parked the car, and honestly, walking into town, there are campers everywhere. It's kind of funny being in a town where it's so camper friendly, but I'm excited to explore and show you guys around.
Even stumbled upon their farmer's market this weekend. It's gonna be a fun day.
With your heart on your sleeve, it's a fine line between losing control. So I take my love and hide it away.
1 pound, we'll do that.
Those who steer till I find my way. How will I call? How will I call? How will I call?
Pretty tasty.
So we just walked basically the whole town, did a little bit of shopping. I wasn't as successful as Connor was, but it was a very nice day. The temperature was perfect. And then we just stopped and got a smoothie, and now we're headed back to get a little bit more lunch in our systems before we drive to our next campsite.
We filled up on groceries like 2 days ago, so we have all kinds of food in the camper, so no reason for us to pay for lunch in Jackson. It is time for us to leave Jackson and start working towards our next spot for the night. We spent the day exploring their town square area, and you can see one of their ski mountains, which is called Snow King, kind of right on the side. It's a smaller, more family-friendly mountain. Then they also have their Teton Village, which is where their big ski mountain is. We didn't get over there because it's small and tight and just not worth trying to take the camper there. We had a good time exploring the shops and the farmer's market, and now it's time to hit the road.
Is this it?
I think so. I have no idea. There's no signs or anything, and my service isn't really working, so, oh, here we go.
Connor found this one on Campinium. We ended up driving further than we were expected, so he had to find a new spot, and this is what it is. We think this is it. It's kind of hard to tell. There's no signs, like he said, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't say anything, but all the Campinium reviews say it's just a big gravel lot. We're in a big gravel lot. Time for some dinner.
Woo! Break. You want your dinner? Come on. Well, it is no Jackson, but of course we have to show the realities of full-time, and this is exactly it. We go from mountains to flat grassy land in a big open gravel area. Oh well.
One thing that we like to do whenever we do have long travel days is pick a couple spots that are like an hour distance from each other. That way, if you get there and it's early in the afternoon, you still feel like there's a couple hours of driving left that you can do. You just go to the next spot and next spot until you're kind of ready to stop driving. It's worked out pretty well for us most of the time. I mean, we only went like 4 hours today, so it wasn't anything crazy, but it's just nice to know that there's always one spot kind of ready on your radar that if you really don't feel like driving anymore or you're getting baked by the sun all day long, you just pull over and camp. It's time for a beer. We're gonna enjoy this. Definitely not the same views that we had the last couple of nights, but hey, it's part of it. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. tastes good. Really? We're in a random gravel lot, but we get TCU football.
See what we got. We've spent enough time just hanging out and relaxing after that long drive, so now it's time to make some dinner. I think we're both just ready for a nice big salad, so we're going to use some of the leftover curry chicken that we made, then we got some mozzarella, some spinach, some romaine. It's all going to go together nicely, and I'm excited for it.
I will say though, even though we're in a random spot, this sunset is very pretty. After a long travel day, that dinner was exactly what we needed. But we are going to just hang out tonight, so we won't take you long for that, but we will pick you guys back up in the morning and we will tell you about all of our fall plans. So stay tuned because we have some amazing spots planned out so far and we want to share that with you guys. So for now, see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, everybody. Honestly, a much better sleep than we were anticipating. This spot is just interesting, I guess. It's a large gravel pad and you're relatively off this road that goes by, but you're a few miles away from the highway. So surprisingly, not a lot of road noise, which was really nice. Better than we anticipated. Slept pretty well. Now it's time for another decently long travel day. But first, let's tell you our plans. If you've been following along with us for the majority of 2023, you know that we've covered quite a bit of ground. We started out in Texas, then we drove to Florida, then we spent a little bit of time in Michigan, and now we're in, well, Wyoming today. And we're ready to slow down a little bit. We do love traveling fast, and it means we get to make a lot of really fun content for you guys, but we also are kind of tired of driving a lot, so we're going to be spending the next couple of weeks
in Colorado!
We did live outside of Denver for a year before we started traveling full-time, so we love Colorado, and we have to be back there for a doctor's appointment, and then we're going to spend a couple of weeks just in the mountains. We're going to watch the fall colors turn on the aspens, maybe get a little bit of snow. Either way, really excited for it.
So you guys probably aren't surprised that we will be spending a couple of weeks in Colorado. It is homey to us, so it is a really nice feeling, especially traveling full time, to come back to a state that we feel comfortable in. We do not have a lot of the trip planned, so if you guys have recommendations on where you want to see us go, or you have some really cool spots for us to check out, we would love for you guys to tell us because we love finding new places.
For now, we just wanted to fill you guys in on our plans for the coming weeks and just kind of show you what an actual long travel day looks like for us. Again, we don't exactly know where we're going to be stopping each night, but we knew we had to get from Jackson to Denver in a 2-day span. So today is going to be another 4 or so hour travel day. It's about time to get back on the road.
But as you can tell, we've been walking, so we just want to get a little leg stretch in before the 4-hour drive, which is always super nice. Bye, Mound. After 2 hours of driving, we have pulled over to a rest stop to make lunch, which is one of our favorite things to do because our home is always with us. We are going to make some simple wraps per usual, but it's just nice to stretch our legs a little bit until we hit the road for another 2 or so hours.
We found that rest stops are really nice, especially whenever you don't need to fill up on gas, just because they're usually pretty spread out. Bathrooms are nice and clean, and you're not dealing with a bunch of in and out traffic like a gas station. also we get to check our fridge because the propane blew out. We got really windy on the last part of the drive. Got the fridge going again, and now it's time for lunch.
There you go.
Ooh, lunch. Thanks.
The wraps were just what we needed, and just a little rest till we start hitting the road again. Connor is on Campendium and Google right now, trying to find where we want to go and end up for the night. We know we want to go at least like an hour or two more, but we're not sure exactly where, so we're figuring that out right now.
Yeah, looks like there could be a rest station that has really good reviews right outside of Cheyenne, Wyoming, so we may try that. It'll only be about an hour and a half on the road, so that sounds pretty appealing. We'll see what Google says. We're about 30 minutes away from the rest stop that we have mapped out, and we've actually started listening to some podcasts recently, so it's definitely helping the time go by a little faster. One that we're kind of loving right now is called Smartless with Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes and Will Arnett, and it's easy, it's fun to listen to. They just interview a bunch of people, but been pretty windy, lots of mountain grades. Almost there.
We also have been wanting to get into audiobooks, so if you guys have recommendations for that, we would love to see them. And yeah, sometimes we just get tired of music, and podcasts again help the time go by, so almost there. We got to the rest area right on the border of Wyoming and Colorado, and the second we got here, we got in the camper and started uploading our YouTube video, so we didn't film any of that. And I also took a little 10-15 minute nap, which was really nice. But now we're gonna go outside and walk around the area, get Barkley out for his evening walk since it is about 6 p.m.
We've mentioned it a few times in previous videos, but if the states allow for it, usually stopping at rest centers are a pretty good option for us. And I think we found that especially ones that have a tourism information center, like kind of right at the start of the states, are usually really nice. So it makes it seem like you're not necessarily camping at a rest area, but it's gonna be a good overnight spot for us here. They do have a free RV dump, which will be very nice for tomorrow, though we are good for the next week or so. And I don't know, we're just gonna explore a little bit and go back and make some dinner. And staying put here now that the video is all uploaded. We did pick up a nice piece of salmon at the store the other day, and we still have some of the leftover curry from our last video, so we're gonna make the salmon, pour the curry over it, and have some extra vegetables. It's gonna be tasty. Finished product, what do you think?
Honestly, reheated with some salmon, it's still just as good as the first time.
Definitely not too bad for rest stop parking lot dinner. Although we've got a ton of dishes, so that's gonna suck. But we made room in the fridge. It's a win.
Well, cleaning the dishes took quite a while because there were a lot of things involved, like Connor said earlier. But
we're tired. A couple long days of travel, and we are ready for bed. So hopefully it's a decently quiet night's sleep. Hear a little road noise now, but once we close the windows up and get up in bed, should be all right. See you guys in the morning.
Well, good morning, guys. We have just been dumping our tanks and filling up with water. We woke up really early today because we do have to hit the road for my doctor's appointment, but we're just getting all the necessary things done at the Welcome Center.
Thankfully, it is a free dump, and they do have potable water here, so we're going to check all of our boxes. It's free, and that's amazing for us. And now we'll head into Colorado with empty tanks and full of fresh water. So we're very happy to be doing that. And yeah, it was an okay sleep last night. You know, it's a rest stop. There's going to be a lot of highway noise, but overall, safe enough. And coffee helps.
We hope you guys enjoyed coming along on a realistic travel day with us. Of course, we don't really know where we're going each night, but it works out every time.
If you did like this style of video, kind of a more realistic glimpse into our life, please let us know in the comments so we can try to work more of them into our regular video schedule. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching. See you next video.
Bye, guys.
Hope you have a large day.